everyone, you're watching VGO40 and this is VGO Girl, and today we're going to take a look at the Dragon Sky raid in normal mode. And I'm going to be honest, I've done this a couple times with my guild, and it's been a while since we've actually run it. And we've got some new people coming in, and so we're going to run it again, and it's been a while, so I just wanted to kind of make sure we had an idea of how to do it. So I'm doing this more for them. Okay, just for completeness, go ahead and zone in and clear all the mobs on the boat that go all the way across. Okay, let's go ahead and start with the setup. I've done this a bunch of different ways with different guilds, so I think it really just, the basic idea or depends on how your guild wants to do it. If you look at the two cannons over here, you want to stay out of kind of like the center area. So usually you fight on one side of the cannons, kind of where that orange square is over there. Then you want to move the crystals to where the green square is. So stand where the orange diamond is to fight the boss, and move to where the green square is to drop off crystals if you get a message over your head. Now, I've seen that green square on the other side of the zone. I've seen it in all different places. This is where we happen to use it for this fight, so that's what I'm going to go with. But the idea is you fight away from the center and you move the crystals to the back. Okay, there's a lot going on in this fight, so I'm going to try to break it down for you. There's a purple bar kind of bottom center of the screen. It's going to go down to 0. Then the boss is going to be like a shadow, and then it's going to have to go back up to 100 so you can fight the boss again. So that's kind of like the overall pattern of this particular fight. Now, we're all piled together here on the mark, and you'll see a message come up that the tank has been inflicted with multiple layers of whatever, use a new tank. Okay, so at that point, another tank is supposed to taunt the boss off of you. Now, honestly, I've seen this done several times if you have a really big tank where they don't actually switch and the fight goes fine. I try to switch when it says to, but sometimes, like I said, they just keep aggro and it's really hard to switch, or they pull it back onto them right away. And I've seen it done without switching. So try to switch, but don't be overly alarmed if you can't. Okay, and here's this message again, just something, to be aware of. If you can, switch tanks. If not, okay. So the other thing is you're going to get these eyes. See these eyeballs? You're supposed to switch to the eyeballs and kill the eyes as fast as possible. Okay, so the next part, you get another message where the champions inflicted with Soul Container must move away from the raid or whatever. So I don't think I have any shots in this, but people need to move back at that point to that green square in the back, away from everybody. You can kind of see somebody moving back. If you get that message of about a soul container over your head, you need to move back, because see, it creates these purple crystals, and you want those crystals to be away from the raid. Okay, so this is from another raid, and I've got this tank message on me, but if you look off to the right, you can see two people with the soul thing message, and they're DPS, so I'm not always right next to them, but at least you can get an idea of what the message looks like. And at that point, if you see that black message with the red text over your head and you're not a tank, move off to the side and over to whatever the marker is that they have chosen for this particular raid. Okay, once that middle bar dropped to 0, he turned into his shadow form, which is what he's in now, and you want those purple balls that are coming forward to hit him so the counter can go back up to 100. Okay, and here's a cool shot of the back of the ship, so you can see what all those orbs look like when they're coming forward. So you want to make sure that those darker ones come and hit the boss, because that's what makes the counter go up. Okay, back to the raid that we're following. Let's finish it up. Shadow form, bar got to 100%. He turned into his normal form, do the DPS thing, and watch for the tank messages, stay out of the AoE, and watch for the eyeballs. So here we are. We're just going to DPS him for a little bit. There are some gather together to share damage messages, and you will see that right here. just make sure that people move into the circle so it doesn't kill whoever it is. Okay, I'm going to fast forward through some of the fight just so you have an idea of what's coming up. But it's pretty much the same thing. Watch for the tank messages, switch if you can. Here we're going to have the eyeballs come back up. So switch to the eyeballs and kill the eyeballs. After the eyeballs is usually the crystal messages. So at that point, the DPS and sometimes tanks, I think, must move back over to that green square that we have there so that we stay out, so that we keep the crystals away from everybody. Here you can see a crystal just appear in the back because somebody dropped it there. So, move the crystals back, and then he's going to be down to 0% again here in the purple bar in center, kind of bottom screen, which point he turns into a shadow form, and you keep doing the DPS thing. And keep off to the side so that the purple circles can hit him when they come forward. Okay, that's pretty much it for this fight. It's just a repeat of the same thing that you've already seen. He goes back to normal form and keep killing him until he's dead. You're watching VGO Girl, and this is VGO40, and we hope that you found this helpful. Please take a moment to like and subscribe if you would like to, and we will see you next time in World of Kings.